Canada is seeing some good news and bad news in regards to the pandemic. 680's Michelle Morton reports.
Hello, Chomo. Yes, we see you. So what? We know you flipped the fuck out because you lived there running 8 hours. And the second you saw me, you've been dumping for 40 minutes now. 40 minutes you've been just dumping data. Wow. You're impressive, Chomo. Go kill yourself. As for everybody else, don't worry, we get attacked by fucking child molesters on the internet. And that's what I'm cussing at.
It met last week. The City of Toronto's website said, as of yesterday morning, more than 565,000 vaccines have been administered.
Think of the pathology of somebody who will sit and watch an empty video for 8 hours, then get mad that you're not trying to get online, and then try to shut you off when you do. Why are you watching, dumbass?
Outbreaks in professional sports has hit one of Canada's NHL teams. And
yeah, but we were done with news half an hour ago, so I'm going to turn this off.
Tested positive, and some of them are reportedly very sick.
20 Vancouver Canucks are dying.
A COVID-19 outbreak, and the numbers have steadily risen throughout the week, with a report of an even higher number today. But a look back first, it was forward Adam Gaudette, who left practice Tuesday and was added to the NHL
COVID-19
protocol list.
So what? You're so impressive. You got nigger friends to speak a language you don't speak. Wow, that means you're stealing your money, white boy.
So far, they have had 4
Keep paying them. Tell them to do this and that.
Everything is up in the air. And a report today says more than 20 Canucks coaches and players have tested positive. Other reports say it's possible one of the COVID variants is responsible, leading to severe symptoms.
We already told. So here's another thing that's happening today. They're running the same story 3 times in a segment with 3 different alternative endings. I'm not even joking.
You're listening to All News Radio 680 News at 2:38. Toronto police investigating the city's latest homicide after a man was stabbed near Finch and Don Mills. We get those details from 680's Adam Steinberg. Michael Williams, the Toronto police, says the call came.
It's his partner, but they don't know the nature of their relationship, and they don't know who she is. But it's his partner, but they don't know the nature of. I'm not joking.
In the 70s, was found without vital signs. He died in hospital. I understand that it was once to the upper body.
He was going to die in the hospital anyway. Wasn't he 70?
Police, fire, and paramedics did all they could, but unfortunately, I wasn't.
Did all they could.
It has now launched an investigation. Meanwhile,
and they'll never declare that old white guy dead on the sidewalk. No.
She's a woman in her 60s.
They'll force the doctor to do it.
Of the apartment. And again, it's still very early on, and that's something we need to confirm. But on first appearances, that's the way it looks.
You already told us. Okay, so is that a 3rd or 4th variation of the story?
There is no threat to public safety, but those in
the
immediate area
unless you're
what's the word? I'm Adam Steinberg. And for most people, the pandemic has changed the way we live our lives, and with World Health Day being celebrated in a few days, one expert says we need to raise awareness about mental health and addiction.
Helen
in a few days. Hold on. Since when do you run these things? A few days ahead of the day.
Since the start of the pandemic, she has seen a significant jump in the number of people looking for mental health services.
But just to give you a bit of a baseline, so we're seeing about a 30 to 35% increase in our Here 24/7
mental health services. Arrow goes to the left. You go all the way out. There's mental health services. Arrow goes to the right.
For all mental health and addiction services across Waterloo Region and Guelph and Wellington County.
As it stands right now across Waterloo Region and Guelph and Wellington, 3,520 people are waiting for care, which includes psychiatry, housing, addiction treatment, or mental health
treatment. She called it Guelph and Wellington, but it's Guelph, and then the Wellington County would be separate, would it not? Is Guelph not a city?
Fishburne is hoping a new advocacy campaign.
The people that claim to be from here went to school and everything. Guelph and Wellington County.
And addiction.
Comma, according to the journalistic standard.
Meineke Car Care Center is here to keep your car road ready, from tires and brakes to exhaust and
for 6 months. Yeah. Two immunizations.
So I started this 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, the CDC just.
The ISPs aren't a part of this problem.
Get your second dose 4 days early.
Remember, they were ripping me off an extra $20 a month for a year and a half.
You can receive it up to 6 weeks after the first one for both Pfizer and Moderna. but 6 weeks, not 16 weeks.
That is correct. Because if you see that, and that too, that 6 weeks is
28
based
days,
on
not 42. Again, math. 28 and 60 is almost the same.
You can go up and down in those protocols.
42. 28, 42 is almost the same.
Quite long, and to my knowledge, I have never seen such a immunization protocol in my life.
Professor Tiku, let me also ask you about AstraZeneca. That's all over the compass, all 32 compass points, it seems. One demographic is okay at this time, another demographic is okay at that time. People are confused about AstraZeneca, and it doesn't do much for people who have vaccine hesitancy.
Sure.
That's not a thing you can have. Just like immunity is not a thing you have. What do you teach in school? Oh, we killed all the Indians because they didn't have immunity. Okay, what does that mean?
Expert panels. And
oh, you can't tell. I'm stupid for not knowing. You're stupid for believing it, not being able to explain it.
Nazi is saying something else, and then provinces are doing something else. It has created a lot of problems, particularly for AstraZeneca vaccine. And it's difficult to blame people if they lose confidence in AstraZeneca vaccine, because in 3 weeks there have been 3 recommendations.
That's right.
No shit. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure to speak with you again. Thank you for making time for us.
Tell them the truth about Canadian politics.
Professor Tiku, he's the director
It's wonderful, but it's
immunotherapy. Therapeutics at the School of Public Health at the University of Saskatchewan. When we come back, Dr. Michael Warner, he's medical director of critical care at Michael Garron Hospital in Toronto. A patient of Dr. Warner's in her 40s has died of COVID.
Good.
Her husband worked at a factory where COVID was present. He was required to work. He contracted COVID. All members of his family did as well.
And they all went to the hospital and died. I had to work. Apparently, you fucking didn't. Because if your whole family gets sick and dies, you no longer need money.
Medical director of critical care at Michael Garron Hospital in Toronto.
Rough driving conditions.
Walking westbound Lawrence at Mount Pleasant. A message from Canadian Blood Services. Join Canada's Lifeline by becoming a blood donor. Over 3,300 available appointments in the GTA. Book now at blood.ca. Your next report is at 2:51.
Don't worry, I know today's a holiday, so I got 2 of these.
This Sunday just is really top-notch.
This guy or the other one who said he personally owns DMX. Bring it back again or whatever.
Clouds away from us and keeping us dry throughout the GTA. Temperatures head up to a guaranteed high of 15.
Yeah, I said that last night. There's about DMX in the hospital, supposedly with a heart attack.
Overnight for tomorrow. As you start the week, temperatures head up to 14 degrees, and we will have a mix of sun and cloud, and we, again, are going to stay dry for most of the day. Right now, it is 13 at Pearson, 11 at 680 News, and our guaranteed high today is 15.
680 News time, 2:43. Health Canada is out with a recall on a certain type of disposable mask.
Health Canada says people should not use face masks that contain graphene or biomass graphene. The agency says research suggests particles in the masks may cause early lung toxicity in animals. Health Canada has directed distributors, importers, and manufacturers to stop selling the masks, and has also advised provinces and territories to halt their use. It says anyone who has worn a graphene mask should
will get graphititosis.
If they have shortness of breath or difficulty breathing. From the Canadian Press, I'm Emily Javetsky.
680 News time, 2:44.
The following message is from the Robinson-Huron Treaty Litigation Fund. Ani, my name is Jennifer Simpson, and I am reaching out to our Anishinaabe Relations and non-Indigenous treaty partners. The Government of Ontario is failing in its obligations regarding resource revenue sharing pursuant to the Robinson-Huron Treaty. Tell the Government of Ontario to stop their appeals of the Robinson-Huron Treaty Annuities claim decisions and to honor their obligations by signing the petition found on change.org. To learn more,
this is why you white people get carjacked in my neighborhood. That's why.
The Canadian Foundation for Economic Education has teamed up with Scotiabank for a Canada-wide virtual money fair as part of Talk With Our Kids About Money Day. We're asking parents and teachers to get kids ages 9 to 14 involved in this fun learning challenge with prizes up to $2,000. Just like a science fair, our virtual money fair asks kids to choose a topic involving money and tell us about what they've learned in a fun 3-minute video. For details, visit talkwithourkidsaboutmoney.com.
Oh, I dropped that right on my shoes.
Toronto's News. Is 680 News.
Sunshine and 11 degrees in downtown Toronto. Good afternoon. I'm Asher Rod. And I'm James Mackin. Here are the top stories this hour. It's another Easter Sunday in isolation for people across the world, but that's not stopping people from taking part in Easter celebrations online or even holding Easter egg hunts around their homes. In his Easter address, Mayor John Tory tells Torontonians, we're almost there, and if we practice pandemic protocols and get vaccinated, we can look forward to what he calls a great summer. Some mixed news on the pandemic.
So this woman retarded just said that you can hide Easter eggs, but make sure to keep them in the shade. Okay, I'm not sure what she's trying to say. The heat outside is an entire 15 degrees. Yeah, it's not that hot. The second thing, there's no chocolate in Easter candies. None. They don't melt. They're made of carnauba wax, stupid.
Including players and coaches, many of them are reportedly experiencing symptoms consistent with the P1 variant, which has been prevalent recently in the Vancouver area. For these stories and more,
the Vancouver strain.
Time now for 680 Sports from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. It's Calamay.
Randall Grichuk hit a 2-run homer to left field to put the Blue Jays up 3-0 at Yankee Stadium in the second inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit his first homer of the season earlier in the
those circumstances point to what we have heard in the past about essential workers and vaccination. Dr. Warner, thank you very much.
And they go, oh, remember the Easter Bunny's declared an essential worker. Yeah, you thought that was humorous to tell us that last year at this time. And this year, you're so bad at not making things worse. You're reminding people it's been a year.
Positive cases. The Canucks are next scheduled to play on April 8th against Calgary, but that is up in the air. Vancouver has already had 4 games postponed. And in college basketball, the women's NCAA tournament ends today with #1 seed Stanford taking on the number 3
NCAA, it's NC2A.
The ball is at 6 and the men's final is tomorrow.
73 calories burned
at 9:20 p.m. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
680 News Time, 2:47.
Your employment rights with Lior Samfiru from employmentlawyer.ca.
COVID-19 has forced drastic employment changes on many Canadians in the form of layoffs, pay cuts, reduction in hours, demotions, and work relocation. What most employees don't realize is that your employer does not have a right to make significant changes to terms of employment without your consent. You don't have to accept these changes. Your employer is essentially terminating you, and you are owed full severance pay. I can help you get the severance package you are legally owed. My team has helped tens of thousands of employees get the compensation they deserve when changes are made to their job. Before you accept any changes, contact me and discover why my employment law firm is the most positively reviewed firm in Canada.
Contact employment lawyer Lior Samfiru today. Get the advice you need and the compensation you deserve. Visit employmentlawyer.ca. That's employmentlawyer.ca.
This is All News Radio 680 News at 2:48, and 680 News is working for you to get you answers on everything you need to know about COVID-19 and to get your questions answered. 680's web team sat down with Dr. Vanita Dubé, Toronto's Associate Medical Officer of Health.
If you get the 2 shots of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine 4 months apart, will it still have 94% efficacy?
So the first thing I would say is even if you got your 2 doses 1 month apart, the efficacy at 94% will not be right now. Efficacy means clinical trials,
right there.
and effectiveness is what we call
it will not be
real life.
The efficacy will not be right now. Think about what you just said. The efficacy will not be right now.
But it is still going to be quite high. And so what I can say is with that first dose, you're going to get a very good response. That response, we know it's going to last for at least 2 months. We know for the 3rd and 4th month, it's still going to be strong. Even if it comes down, it's not going to come down substantially. So by the time you get your booster dose,
what the fuck are you talking about? How many immunity points do you get?
For more of the doctor's answers about vaccines,
you need to know how many health points to re-up.
You can go to our website, 680news.com/COVID answers.
That's not an answer. She didn't answer anything. Yeah, advocacy, it won't be right now.
Which is why Durham Region is getting set for residents to start tidying their yards. Starting tomorrow, Durham Region will begin seasonal leaf and yard.
Why are they advertising this on the news? Because for a year I've been cleaning up after they fucked up last year.
Regular waste collection days starting
They
this week.
fucked this up. It takes a year to clean up.
In Brock, Uxbridge, and Pickering, the region's out with a reminder to only use paper yard bags and says it will collect the waste and bring it to a processing facility.
A reminder to only use paper. Now see, that's white people again. Hey, we got to give them a reminder about something. We need something to remind them about.
Your forecast, including what's happening.
No, we've never accepted plastic bags ever. Let's remind them of that.
Do you own your home? You mean the condo I've been trapped in since forever? Yeah, I hear ya. Figure I should upgrade the home office. Approved.
Oh, you all wanted to work from home? 2 years ago, all these people said they would take a cut in pay to work from home.
Bowling alley.
Wow, you really miss going out.
Home beach.
Alpine credits, where homeowners get approved to build an indoor beach, but that's an awful lot of sand. Alpine credits.
Don't you say it's stupid, it's concrete.
12616.
Warmer days are on the way, and it's time for the Reliance Home Comfort Early Bird Air Conditioner Sale, where you can save $1,200 on a select air conditioner. We're always focused on taking precautions to ensure your safety and delivering the service that's earned Reliance over 50,000 five-star reviews. So don't wait.
You don't have 50,000 customers, bro.
And get $1,200
There are 50,000 that use Google and fucking give you 5 stars. I don't believe that.
Conditions apply.
Believe
Savings off a regular price. See website for details.
680 News Time 251 traffic and weather together. Christine Langos.
This report is brought to you by OntarioCars.ca. We still have emergency crews putting out a fire westbound 403 west of Navis. It's over on the grass off to the right side. So it's slow westbound on the 403 from approaching Navis to west of it, where they blocked off the right lane. And it looks like the ramp lane is blocked as well.
Yes, I reached for them up. I know. Down here, I can't see the screen at all. I can't see it. And the second I reach for the mouse, I overloaded the processor and fucked it up. Right, Chomo? Keep it up, Chomo. You're not good at PSYOPs and you're not good at hacking. You've been doing this for 8 months straight, and all I've done is point out exactly who you are and what you did to the point where you get angry and emotional. I make you fuck off. That's pretty good, eh? You're trying to harass me to death and I make you fuck off. Big scary child molester. He's gonna, I don't know.
Find yours. Your next report is at 3:01. Now with the forecast, meteorologist Carl Lamb.
And it's been a really enjoyable day outside. If you've gone for a walk,
how would you know you've been in a fucking this city? Oh, we're just looking at the sun through the windows coming in from outside of the windows. No, it's not. There's no windows in these recording studios ever.
Very, very similar to today. The only exception is that we see more clouds across the GTA, and then we head up to high 14 and down to 4. And then for Tuesday, 13, with the chance for some evening rain showers, but otherwise it's a mainly cloudy day with a few peaks of sun. Right now, it is 13 at Pearson, 11 degrees downtown, and our guaranteed high is 15.
My head is pointed down. I'm looking at my head jerking like this on the fucking screen, bro. Come on, get with it. Get with it, Chomo. Pay your internet bills, stupid. Wow. 8,000 millisecond ping time. So I'm looking down at the screen here, but I'm watching my head doing this.
Is taking a look at how you're spending this special day.
It's called WhatsApp. We know you're using apps that edit photos. That's so ingenious for a pedophile. Not bad for a pedophile. I'm gonna keep saying that to you fuck off, stupid.
Cases, but the city is set to open its 6th vaccination clinic tomorrow. We will tell you where. And a COVID-19 outbreak within the Vancouver Canucks dressing room continues to grow, with a variant of concern reportedly makes around.
Look at this shit. Seriously, bro.
At the top of the hour.
Get a internet connection if you're going to. Hello, pussy. Get a real internet connection if you're going to pretend to be a hacker, bro. I can't sit here waiting for your internet.
Kubota is known for their efficient and reliable diesel engines, and they're market leaders of compact, conventional swing and zero-turn excavators.
I don't know much about this stuff, Bill.
All you need to know
is every time you can't see my eyes means I can't see the screen. The room is 8 feet wide, bro. There's no angle in here where I can't see it. You're not going to subtly, oh, I was putting things on his screen and he was looking this way. He didn't see it. I'm a creepy pedophile. This is not going to happen, dog. I can see the whole fucking screen.
27 SAG Awards go tonight.
Bunch of fucking homos.
Carey Mulligan is up for her nomination for her role in the dark comedy thriller Promising Young Woman.
Dark
Maria
comedy
Bakalova is up
thriller.
for Best Supporting Actress in the controversial Borat sequel. And the late Chadwick Boseman is taking on 4
It's
posthumous
controversial,
nominations.
Men are gonna come along.
What's controversial about it?
Anya Taylor-Joy is nominated for her role.
I'm just wondering, people throw these
Another Netflix show
catchphrases
featured tonight will
around.
be
What is
Bridgerton,
controversial
which is up
about
for
it?
a couple noms, including Best Cast
It's in
drama
English.
series.
I'm sure there's sexuality and swearing and drug use in there. But aside from that, what's controversial about it?
The show takes on the story of a first-generation Egyptian-American man and his
Don't
spiritual
care.
journey in his politically divided New Jersey neighborhood. You can watch the awards show
Politically
at 9 p.m.
divided.
this evening.
Politically divided. Well, they're not racially divided. There's only one race there.
Hi, it's Fido. When it comes to downloading maps to find your way, don't let your data plan hold
Downloading
you back.
maps.
Get a data boost from Fido.
But just remember, when GPSs came out, the map was on the GPS. The time code came from space. And then on, these are basically dumb terminals. They don't have enough memory, even though they have an incredibly fast processor. But they did build in an incredibly fast digital modem radio. Whatever.
I am water.
And I am Earth, and we are just
The phone they're
made for
selling
each
you
other.
will hold hundreds of gigabytes. They still want you to download the map all the time. So they have to constantly feed you data all the time. Why?
While all those Subarus with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive.
Please keep pinging my phone. That's hilarious. Yeah, turn the light on over and over. Wow, you got a new Trippz promo. Did that take you 2 years to figure out that app? Wow.
At your local Subaru dealer and adventure on. To learn more, that's bookria.ca.
I had some car repairs to do, but I could only pay for half of them. Brokers Lamina at 1-800-NEW-CREDIT made the difference between stressed out driving and a smooth ride to work.
Mark went the extra mile on his repairs with a loan from Brokers Lamina at 1-800-NEW-CREDIT. It's easy to apply over the phone or online at lamina.ca. Get approved instantly up to $1,000 with no documents.
Yes, every time I look this way, and every time I reach towards where the controls might be, bro.
Online at lamina.ca.
So every time I go from here where I cannot see the TV to here where I'm staring directly at you through the TV, and every time my hand disappears off screen, that's when my machine gets magically overloaded. Because the camera is watching me, so when I reach over here, it goes, oh no, he pressed the button, let's fill up and we have no more RAM left. But the thing is, I'm not actually touching anything. I know it looks incredibly like you must be 100% sure, Chomo, that I'm pressing buttons. You're fucking stupid, bro. You're trying to outguess what someone's going to do next with an 8,000 millisecond ping time using codes that don't always work that you found on a dark web child molestation board. Now, please fuck off and kill yourself. We got better things to do, even though we're doing nothing. So I'm just the lightning rod over here attracting what you call it, flack from a bunch of idiots on the internet. And you can go check for yourself. The video will run 12 fucking hours with me, like right next to the camera. If I'm sitting here, every 20 minutes we got to start over. Wait another 4.5 minutes. Come on, Chomo, start dumping. Dump, 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 dump. This is the equivalent. This is, yes, show me my eyes doing this. Slow, frame by frame, by frame, by frame, by frame. Click, 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 click. That's very good, Chomo. It's artistic almost, but I don't understand what I'm looking directly this way. I love watching my eyes get edited in almost real time, bro.